Hello and welcome. I'm Lorianne Lumby with Authentic Freedom Academy, and today is our weekly Friday spiritual service, and today is Friday, July 23rd. And in honor of yesterday's feast day of Mary Magdalene, we are going to be spending time with the Magdalene today. And so I'll invite us to arrive in this space, and I'll begin with a little bit of a guided meditation and then move into today's lesson. So I'll invite you to close your eyes and to bring your attention to your breathing. Following each breath as you draw it in and as you give it release, as you draw it in, as you give it release. As you tend to your breathing, allow yourself to let go of any preoccupations, worries, fretfulness, your to-do list, and to really draw your energy into this moment, bringing yourself into this circle, and in doing that, connecting with your own personal intention for being here today. And as we honor Mary, called Magdalene, today, and the feast that was celebrated in her name on yesterday, July 22nd, I am conscious of a deep, I am conscious of our energy and awareness being drawn into our heart. And specifically envisioning, connecting with, allowing ourselves to receive that deep blood red color of the heart, of the Sacred Heart, that same red that has been connected with Mary and likewise connected with Jesus. This is the red of the root chakra, the red of our sovereignty, the red of Malkuta, the red that represents divine embodiment, the red that acknowledges our own bodies, our own being as the sacred temple of the divine. It is the deep red of divine love, of compassion and mercy. It is also the red of suffering and struggle. It is the red associated with the martyrs. This red represents what Mary Magdalene accomplished in this life in being made anthropos, allowing her human form to fully embody her divine self, allowing the love of God to dwell within and to be made known through her. A love that she came to know within herself, a love that she was compelled to share in the world. The love that allowed her to stand at the foot of the cross as her beloved suffered and died. The love that gave her the ability to see beyond the veil to the truth and life that resides on the other side. It is the love that compelled her to deliver the message of the resurrection to the disciples and to go forth from there to all the places that she was called to be love. I am seeing that power of red like a cloak enfolding Mary, and that love seeking to enfold us. And we will take a few moments in silence as we allow ourselves to receive more fully of that love and to feel the embrace of that love around us, within us, and through us. The bride says, "On my bed at night I sought him, whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. I will rise then and go about the city and the streets and crossings. I will seek him, whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen came upon me as they made their rounds of the city. Have you seen him, whom my heart loves?" I had hardly left them when I found him, whom my heart loves. Song of Songs, chapter 3. I sometimes think there's nothing more to say about Mary Magdalene and her presence and role within this circle. But just as I think there's nothing more to say, something else surfaces. And the timing of these messages are always profound in their Godsidence. The topic of discussion in our community of late has been around this idea of sacred living. And that topic came home to me yesterday in an even deeper way as I was in having coffee with a friend. And what arose out of the conversation was an awareness and a sense of wonder over the unconventional calling of those who have found their way into the circle, either directly, as in those who are gathered here today, or by association through what I would say is a similar calling, yearning, and understanding of the divine. And the piece that really came home was how important the work is that we are doing. And how the world in which we are living has no name or even recognition of this work. It is the deep work of personal transformation that it seems we have no choice but to pursue. It seems that those called in this way are invited into a profound and deep inner healing, personal accountability, and a responsibility, number one, to ourselves to be healed and freed and released from those things that have imprisoned us. But that work that we're doing for ourselves is just the tip of the iceberg, because as we are doing it for ourselves, so are we doing it for the world. And isn't that metaphorically what Jesus did by dying on the cross? We are called to face our woundedness, our brokenness, our compulsions, our temptations, our fears, our anger, our rage. We are called to confront those, to enter into them, and to support their release. This work is often excruciating. It takes time and presence. And for many, the time and presence that this work requires doesn't allow us to be available for the workaday world. And there's no way to explain to, for lack of a better word, regular human beings that, yes, I spent the day in meditation. Yes, I was writhing in emotional pain that I know was not just mine. Yes, I became aware of something happening within myself that seemed to be reflective of an ancestral pattern or wound. And I was called to find my way through that for my sake, for those that will come after me, and for those who have gone before. Every day, it seems, we are called into our own kinds of crucifixions, called to be present to that inner suffering and to find our way through it to the new life that is on the other side of it. This is the critical nature of the Magdalene work. It is about transformation. It is about exorcism. It is about freeing ourselves and the world of fear, of pain, of separation. And the power and the motivation within and behind all of that is love. It is the love that we are as living, breathing, moving expressions of God. That love will settle for nothing less of us than full participation. Participation that requires no explanation, no apologies. It's just the ongoing showing up to what is presenting itself to us in this moment. And we show up, sometimes kicking and screaming, but even in that, we know that we have no other choice. That this is indeed our calling. It's why we're here. It's why we do what we do when to the rest of the world we might look insane. And in allowing ourselves to be present to this work, we are embodying, we are being the Sacred Heart. This is the card that I pulled this morning in my daily card reading. And this is the card of the Sacred Heart. It's the card of the wounded warrior. It's the card of the wounded healer. It is also the card of new creation. As we heal and transform that which is born out of separation, we are creating first our own worlds anew. And for those who would also like to experience a world of love, it provides the opportunity for them to do likewise. So I want to thank you for the work that you are doing. Number one, on behalf of yourself, and number two, on behalf of the world. And with that, I offer you this blessing. This is a prayer to Santa Muerte, specifically the red Santa Muerte. And red Santa Muerte represents passion, love, and removing obstacles in our path. And this is our prayer to her today. Santa Muerte, you who shine your beacon of power in the darkness, shine your red light on us. We call on you for help because your swift power is known to never fail. We ask because we know you can conquer all. You can help remove the obstacles in our path, become a force of unstoppable will as we move to achieve our goals. Let us be a friend of death, for then we shall fear nothing on this earth. Guard our hearts so that we will not make foolish choices. Guard our homes, so that no harm shall come. Guard our beds so that our desires and passions will stay as a gift. We ask this from you with all, knowing that with you we cannot fail. Grant us your help and friendship now. Amen. Amen. So mote it be.